Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today is the 7th of October 2025. I'm making an analysis for the pound USD. I'm starting over on the monthly time frame. Now on the monthly time frame, I have this channel situation over here, and in my opinion, I feel like because we have a touch and a touch and a touch, I feel like there is a possibility of price moving downwards. However, before it does that, we can see that this monthly time frame, so this was the month of September, I believe. Yeah, this candle here, we can see it has this wick, and I feel like price might make like a wick fill type of thing, maybe even to make like a double top situation. I think that would be nice, and then maybe look for sell. So currently I have a short-term buy bias simply because of this wick, and then we'll see what happens after that. Okay, so I'm going to scale down to the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, from what I can see here on the weekly time frame, I also have this channel towards the upside, and we have this last week's wick candle closed with a almost bullish bullish engulfing, almost, or is this a tweezer top? Because they almost look like they are of equal distance, and I think candles that print out like this usually tend to also have like a bullish sort of bias, in my opinion, because yeah, there's a possibility, and we're also within this range, and we also have a long wick over here. I feel like there is a possibility for price to move upwards, and here on my trend line I also have this first touch, second touch, and third touch. So yeah, just short-term bias as per now. Daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame, there's some interesting things happening here. So we can see that we were trending, I don't know if this is a range, but we can see that we have like some two key points, which I've also highlighted using these like zones. And we can see that yesterday we have this, I have never seen candles print out like this, like two bullish candles almost on the same opening. They almost opened at the same price, and yesterday's candle closed slightly above. And we can see that this level here has been respected. This has been quite a strong level so far, and I feel like because we haven't had any candles close below this level from the past 1, 2, 3 weeks, even 4, I feel like this level is pretty strong, and I feel like price might continue rejecting from that point. Okay, now so here this is the 4-hour time frame, and we can see that we have still many touches here. These wicks down here aren't the strongest. However, this candle here that printed on this is the 30th of September on Tuesday. This 4-hour candle is the only candle here that's quite strong when it comes to bouncing off this level. So I feel like if somebody, let's say there's somebody like a swing trader who maybe took a position like this, maybe stop loss below this level here, because we can see we had a tap, and maybe they were targeting this level here. We can see that this level is quite valid, in my opinion. If they were in this trade and they were still holding, targeting 3 RR, then that means to me, I'm still depending on this candle here, because these candles here are not good. So I'm still going to be holding on to the fact that maybe we might have some price action like this. Yeah, unless something happens below this, and I have an alert down here. If anything happens, or even if price ends up maybe breaking below, then I'll be hesitant. But as per right now, I'm going to be looking for short-term buys with nice confirmations here on the 4-hour candle. However, even if I don't get like proper 4-hour confirmations here, because of this candle here, I'm still going to be looking for some buys even based off the 1-hour time frame. Okay, now let's go to the 1-hour time frame so we can see what I'm talking about. And usually I mark yesterday's low and highs with previous color support and resistance lines. And we can see that yesterday on Monday we had this indecision candle here that printed, followed by a very strong bullish candle, and I liked what was happening here. It wasn't like exactly tapped into the zone. I like candles to actually touch them, support and resistance, but because we're supposed to treat support and resistance like zones, I saw this and I thought that this could be quite nice to take a buy maybe from that candle there. So currently I do have a trade that's looking like this. However, because I do target 60 pips, my TP hasn't been hit yet, and we can see it's almost looking like it's reversing, but I'm not too scared, honestly, because it could make like a double bottom situation down here. So if I was not in that position today, I would be looking for another bullish engulfing candle from this level here, hopefully to touch this level. So I have an alert here. If it can print that, that would be another entry for me that I'd be looking at. So you can let me know in your opinion, what do you think? Do you think price is going to break below, or is it going to continue moving upwards? Currently I'm just using this here, and we can see this is also a weekly support. Why do I get confused on support and resistance? Resistance is the top, support is supporting the bottom. So yes, this weekly support zone here has still been holding. So I'm hoping that even this week we can continue holding, and I think a stop loss below this level would be quite nice. So yeah, that's my bias as per now. I don't have any sell bias. Let's just go to the DXY very quickly. I always look at the DXY because this is the only thing. Okay, not the only thing. I also use the euro. But yeah, I tend to just do what the DXY is doing in reverse. So you can see the DXY, we still have this long wick here that I've been very skeptical of. These wicks, guys, are dangerous. I still feel like there is a possibility for price to come back down again. And we can see that this trend line here from this, what is this called? A lowing wedge or falling wedge? Whatever the name is for this, I forgot. I think this is still holding. So if I go to the daily time frame, let's see if we can see it more clearly. Yeah, this level is still holding, and we can see yesterday we had a wick, very long wick. So I feel like price is coming to do like a wick fill back to these levels here. If it can do like a double top situation and not break this trend line, that would be nice. And also we have this very big gap. Oh yeah, and also forgot to mention that on the pound, because the pound also has a very big weekend gap. This is like one of the biggest gaps I've seen in a minute, guys. This is a big gap, and usually when you have gaps like this, it means that there is a potential for price to come back and want to fill these. This is just from my experience and also from what I've researched. Usually when there are gaps, this gap here, I think there's a potential for price to come down, and if it even goes down and does like a pullback and then maybe back to these levels, this is me dreaming, but I hope that something like this happens. I would confirm what I'm thinking of on the pound USD. And also, just sorry, let me go back to the pound USD. We can see that gap is here from my weekly margin. So yeah, that is my analysis for today. For the news, we have some news today at 9 p.m. East African time. Thursday, we have some tentative news, and we can see here the US government data may be impacted by the shutdown. Tentative events are subject to delay, revision, or cancellation. So I think there's some things happening in the US that's not giving us the exact timing for the news. So I'm going to be looking out for that. That is my analysis. Let me hear from you as well, and have a good day. Bye-bye.